First, the top news headlines. Free hospitalization benefits under Chief Minister Gi Hakshel Gitengbang CMHT scheme increased to Rs 5 lakh per year. Education Minister Y. Khemchan conveys best wishes to students appearing for Class 10 examinations. Manipur Traffic Control Police launches drive against traffic rule violators. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Chief Minister N. Biren has announced that the free hospitalization benefit under the Chief Minister Gi Hakshel Gitengbang CMHT scheme will be increased from Rs 2 lakh to Rs 5 lakh per family per year. The announcement was made during a press briefing held at the Chief Minister's Secretariat today. The Chief Minister stated that the Chief Cabinet has decided to increase the benefit amount considering the success of CMHT in the past 4 years and its benefit to poor and vulnerable families of the state. He further stated that the Health for All scheme, which was launched to provide door-to-door health screening for primary health care and chronic disease management, had covered around 300 villages so far. All villages of the state would be covered soon, he added. He continued that the state government has launched Subdivision Development Monitoring Mission to scale up inclusive growth and development in all the 68 subdivisions of the state. Prabhari officers consisting of IAS, IRS, IFS, MCS and MFS officers have been appointed for its subdivision. The Prabhari officers, in coordination with local leaders, would conduct a family-wise survey to identify the needs of the people. He further stated that the step has been taken to provide a source of livelihood for every household. The Prabhari officers would also have discussion with residents and officials of subdivision on one subdivision, one product, and also analyze the population profile of subdivision with an aim of providing sustainable livelihood for each household, he added. The Chief Minister further informed that the State Cabinet has approved to increase the corpus fund for Manipur startup from earlier Rs 30 crores to Rs 100 crores. The new Startup 2.0 policy and guidelines would be finalized within 100 days, he added. Speaking about the recently launched Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain campaign, N. Biren stated that rainwater harvesting methods would be set up in all offices, institutions and schools to conserve water. Instructions have also been given to officials concerned to start work for conserving wetlands so as to mitigate environmental degradation, he stated. He informed that steps would be initiated to take action against illegal construction carried out on paddy land after 2014 to preserve and save agricultural land under the Manipur Conservation of Paddy Land and Wetland Act 2014. The Chief Minister further stated that to make out a long-term plan for at least 50 years from now, the State Cabinet has decided to widen state highways, district highways and inter-village roads.
Yumthong khudingi aikoi livelihood earning ama pinanabagi pandamdudani aduna government gi service tawramba leirambana leirame masa masa gi entrepreneurship tawraga leirambana leiramdabasing madu aikoina hairiba startup ki amadi various scheme central government gi honorable prime minister Narendra Modi ji gi makhada leiriba scheme jingi tied up tawrakanda Manipur da leiriba yumthong khuding government gi service tawgrabasing amadi masa masa gi entrepreneurship leiba business leiba nattaba taisingdo livelihood mampina na bagi damakta ekoi ware laurel bharat ki president na launch to bigi ba catch rainwaters madugi scheme makha de ekoi department khuding including schools and colleges hairiba Manipur da leiba puna maksi kaurakanda nasi meeting tokjero bani hairiba sing mama gi institution mama gi office sing mama gi leiba branches puna makta rainwater harvesting catch the rain Haiba Sigi Timsiki Makada, Paksana, Manipuri Pumpumak, Sing Yokpa, Sing Kanba, aduga wetland sing samgotna bagi sagana bagi adugi koi ware lowbuga loina na koi thaba honana ba officer mayam punamakta akoi instruction tawgre ngasi dagina sahi at least 50 years pawgi akoi plan yenga kanda manipur da lairiba state highways district highways including inter village road IVR yauna widening program ma loina paikalakani madu works minister na revenue DC office DC sing kay tanar kana thuma matam na torokani aduna manipur gi praja puna magna lambi pakthor ko sidaida mateng pangbiu maramdi some imphal gi area khara dai ta haijage maihou langpok tholko matanda fire brigade ki tata sangbya ba lairak imphal manung da lairak tre haiba posi manipur gi khungang mayam da su loina khopchan nar ko da gi tawre ba aduna lambi si tangai fadana pakthok ta ba yada gi amai koi notification thoksarani.
Stressing on development of catchment areas, he stated that a meeting consisting of 20 MLAs of hill districts, members of caretaker, autonomous district councils and bureaucrats would be held in 2 to 3 days to take up an action plan for the same at the earliest.
Singi laiba honorable MLA Kunt caretaker ADC ki caretaker aduga sing dagi tribal gi silinau singi laiba IS IPS haiba officer sing si yawba tongan ba mifam ama yam thuna ngasi nongni sta phamani haiba singi leader sing ke tawrakanda khun gi village leader village si mayam se awareness ominaba ma mathau tabani na aduga hujikti one family one livelihood sula abani na haiba jungle kokthoga ama tawraga shifting kari cultivation tawriba mayam se control tawba ngamna baina ko athu matamda single leader sing village sing haitare aduga MLA sing aduga elected members sing aduga IS officer IPS officer sing influence people sing yauriba sing duga punna phaminarga action tok yana na tawre hadna mai thamjage.
Power Minister Thongam Bishwazit, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Minister Yumnam Khemchand, Works Minister Gobindas Kontaujam, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar and other government officials attended the press conference. Education Minister Yumnam Khemchand has extended best wishes to students appearing for Class 10 examination conducted by Board of Education Manipur BOSEM, which is commencing tomorrow. In his message, the Education Minister urged the students to work hard to be successful in life and to appear for the examination with confidence and without fear. He also advised the students to remember that hard work, determination and confidence will lead one to a successful path. Manipur Traffic Control Police has launched Drive Against Traffic Rules Defaulters. The Manipur Traffic Control Police, under the instruction of Minister N. Biren, carried out a drive to check frequent road accidents in Imphal city and to crack down on violators of traffic rules. Reportedly, the police have collected 36,000 rupees were as fine from the defaulters so far. According to police reports, in the past few days, a team of additional SP, DSP and Inspector of Traffic under the supervision of Superintendent of Police of Traffic Control Wing, Ajit Kumar Sharma, fined traffic violators. During the drive, a sum of rupees 36,000 was collected in Imphal West and 1,400 rupees in Imphal East. All Manipur Students Union AMSU extended best wishes to the students appearing for BOSEM and COSEM examination 2022. In a press release issued by Secretary General of AMSU, Bikramjit Thongam, the union said even though the students were deprived of the physical classes owing to the pandemic, students must face the exam without any fear and doubt. The union appealed to the invigilators to welcome the students at examination centers by creating an academic atmosphere. Naga Students Union Chandel and SUC has informed all the students appearing for HSLC and HSSLC examination 2022 to wear their own respective school uniforms properly during the examination. In a notification issued by NSUC, the Students Union said they will monitor proxy, unfair means, fake invigilators or any activities against the exam rules. They also prohibited any students union or organizations without the badge of NSUC on exam duty from entering the covered area of the union or inspecting the examination centers. The United Naga Council (UNC) has questioned as to why the government of Manipur was partial in lifting the disturbed area status and chose only the valley areas in the state for the same. A press release from the UNC questioned the rationale of not lifting APSPA 1958 from the hill areas in Manipur when ceasefire agreement between Government of India and NSCN has been in place since 1997 and suspension of operation with the Kuki Chin group has been implemented. It further stated that the usual discriminatory attitude of the state government is again laid bare for the whole world to see. Though New Delhi alone has the power to make decisions to affect any changes on the matter, inputs from the state government is crucial and hence lifting disturbed areas selectively only points to the fact that hill areas will continue to be under APSPA and endure the pain and agony of chauvinistic onslaught of the security forces, UNC added. It further mentioned that New Delhi has withdrawn the Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958 in parts of the three northeastern states of Assam, Nagaland and Manipur on March 31. The Chief Minister of the three states have expressed appreciation to the BJP-led government at the centre by profusely praising the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, for the perceived good gesture, it added. The UNC then urged the government of India to repeal this outdated draconian law wherever it is being promulgated. Rotary Club of Imphal under the district grant today handed over 6 sewing machines to TG Higher Secondary School for their vocational training. Commissioner of Department of Education M. Hare Krishna and Principal of TG Higher Secondary School Binita Ilangbam attended the program held at the school. Speaking on the occasion, President of Rotary Club of Imphal Dev Kumar Thodam said the sewing machines are being distributed to schools which have vocational classes with an objective to strengthen women's empowerment. Students who completed the training will enable them to earn income as well as employ others, he said. The school had only one sewing machine in comparison to 150 students taking part in the training. Dev Kumar further said with the 6 new sewing machines, the students will be able to get more opportunities. Principal of TG Higher Secondary School expressed gratitude to Rotary Club of Imphal for the same. Lining Tho Purai Romba Angom Salai Apunba Loop Lapasal has opposed the idea of some individuals who are trying to erect a statue of King Buddhachandra at Kongba Maru Laipamlen, a sacred place for Lining Tho Sanamahi. In a press release, the organization said their statement is not in any way disrespectful to the king, but the place must be kept as a sacred place. Instead, erecting a statue of Iningthau Atungba at Chingdai Kulen to preserve the legacy of the ancestors will be a better option, it said. The press release demanded that the proposed installation of the statue of the erstwhile king be withdrawn. A 2-year-old boy has been kidnapped by unknown persons from his own house on March 29 afternoon. Officer in charge of More Police Station in a press release said the boy has been identified as Letminlen Baire, son of Saikomang Baite of More Ward No. 7, Munom Bank, currently residing at B. Bongyang village. The boy reportedly went missing around 3:30 p.m. on March 29 while the mother was cooking. The police expressed suspicion of kidnapping. The missing child is around 2 feet tall, has fair complexion and slim build. He wore a green color pants, a sky blue color t-shirt and wore a red color slipper when he went missing. The police have urged anyone who knows the whereabouts of the boy to report to the nearest police station. India recorded a total of 913 COVID-19 cases, less than 1,000 for the first time in 715 days, even as the virus tally rose to 4.30 crore. The active infection count fell below 13,000 according to the Union Health Ministry data. With 13 new fatalities, the death count pushed to 5.21 lakh and the active caseload declined to 12,597. The active case count comprises 0.03% of the total infections. while the national COVID-19 recovery rate remained at 98.76%, the ministry said. Meanwhile, with 1,316 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours, the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.24 crore. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has also exceeded 184.70 crore. On the other hand, COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years recorded more than 1.86 crore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today congratulated Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban for winning the parliamentary election on Sunday and said that he is looking forward to continuing the work with PM Orban to strengthen the friendly relationship between the two countries. On Sunday, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban's ruling Fidesz-KDNP party alliance won the parliamentary elections according to the preliminary results from the National Election Office. He told a cheering crowd at an entertainment, shopping and cultural center in Budapest that conservative politics has won and this is not the past, this is the Europe of the future. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi renewed his attack on the government over rising fuel prices today, terming the 12th hike in 2 weeks part of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Lut Yojana. Congress chief spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said that every morning under the Modi government brings the sadness of inflation rather than enthusiasm. CNG has also become more expensive by Rs 2.50 per kg and petrol and diesel price hiked in 2 weeks by Rs 8.40 per litre. Surjewala added, mention may be made that petrol and diesel prices were hiked by 40 paise a litre each. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy inaugurated 13 new districts of the state via video conferencing at Tadepalli, Guntur district today. As a result, the state will now have a total of 26 districts. The new districts have been formed based on parliamentary constituencies. Adding to the existing 13 districts, the total number of districts in Andhra Pradesh is now 26. Andhra Pradesh will now have 23 revenue divisions as part of the 26 districts. Speaking on the decentralized approach, the CM said that people have accepted and appreciated the decentralized form of government as the schemes are directly delivered to their doorstep and that the same is being extended to the districts now. Global outrage is mounting over the discovery of dozens of bodies, some with their hands bound in towns near the Ukrainian capital after invading Russian troops retreated from the area. Ukraine has accused Russia of carrying out the killings in towns near Kyiv, including in Bucha, Irpin and Hostomel, with President Vladimir Zelensky branding Russian forces as murderers, torturers and rapists who were committing genocide in his country. Russia, however, has denied the claims. Its defense ministry accused Ukraine of falsifying the images of corpses in another production for Western media. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Free hospitalization benefits under Chief Minister Gihakshel Gitengbang CMHD scheme increased to Rs 5 lakh per year. Education Minister Y. Kem Chan conveys best wishes to students appearing for Class 10 examinations. Manipur Traffic Control Police launches drive against traffic rule violators. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.